because I know MTG Universe like Shocklands. Let me back this up, actually. Where is it zoomed in? Yeah, that's zoomed in. Okay, no, it's not. I got a woodland cemetery just to match the colors. 2 Golgari guild gates. Since I thought I had enough colored lands, I just threw these in. They make you gain a life, and enter the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. So I don't know if I have any angels, I forget, but that's a nice card for just being able to gain life. And then reliquary tower, you have no maximum hand size, which is nice. So that's my land base. Let me just grab these. I'm gonna stack them so that they're gonna pile up. There we go. So I do believe I have 24 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 25 lands. So that means I have 35 creature and spell cards. So let me get my creature cards out. Or I'll do spells. So I have 2 Rancors. It's a good 1-drop. You get +2, and then if the creature, this enchant dies, you get this card back. Got 2 Abrupt Decay. It destroys non-land permanent 3 or less, which is a good card for limited, because usually you want to play cards in limited, like draft and that stuff, with mana cost 3 or less. So that's a good card for that. 2 Gerard's Orders. I run 4 Gerards in this, so I had 2 Gerard's Orders in here. So for one, I can get cards I want out of my deck into my hand, and I can get cards into the graveyard, or creature cards into the graveyard, so Gerard can get bumped up. I will not show you those yet. Those are at the end. So those are my spells. I have 3 Elvenwald Trackers. Just get like if I pull this on my first in my hand, I'll probably play it if I have nothing else to play. Because it's a 1-drop. Lothlet Troll, just a good little card. It's good for a draft too, because it's a 2-drop, 2/1, and it has trample. And if you discard a creature card, put a +1/+1 on it. Then you can regenerate it for 1 mana, which is good. Bloodline Keeper, I have 2 of these. You saw one in my trade binder. I couldn't find it until I did my trade binder, so I'm not going to switch up my deck to put the other one in. But yeah, I just like putting flip cards in just for the hell of it. I don't know why. But it has flying. I need some flying creatures in here too to play my brother's deck, 'cause he has a lot of flying cards. But so I get to put, if I tap it, I get to put a 2/2 vampire with flying. So it just keeps on adding vampires. It's a 4-drop for 3/3, which isn't bad, and I get to transform it. But I have to control 5 more vampires. So it's a good card for just getting more creature cards and tokens on to the battlefield, I guess. Necropolis Regent, just a big card. It's a 6-drop, but I really like it because I've actually produced a lot of mana, more than creature cards in this deck for some reason. Got unlucky.
Dad?
Well, it's TJ.
Can I get my clothes?
But sorry, that was my brother who does these at deck.
How long have you been down here?
Well, stop talking. I'm doing a video. But Sorry about that. I just really like this card. For when I do have enough mana because it can do some really bad or really dirty work. 6 drop, 6/5 flying. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. So this can really help get some bigger creatures. Now my favorite card, I have playset Desecration Demons. It's a 4-drop, 6/6 flying. This card is very overpowered, and at the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does, tap Desecration Demon and put it a +1/+1 counter on it. So if they do that, they will run out of creature cards for you to tap it. So if you get this up to say like 8/8, you can do some really bad damage, dirty damage, and if you have at least 2 of them, you could pretty much win really easily. So that's why I like that card. I have a playset of Corpse Jack Menaces. It's just a good card. 4-drop, 4/4. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be placed on a creature you control, twice that many +1/+1 counters are placed instead. So since I have the Desecration Demon that gets +1/+1, if you tap it, it will get +2/+2. And then if you got the Necropolis Regent, that will get +2/+2 instead of +1/+1. So these cards evolve around with each other pretty much, which is nice. Well, not all of them, just those cards that I just said. Let me get these back here. You can't really see them, but then we got a playset of Gerard. These evolve around the Gerard's orders. It'll help me. It'll bump this guy up. Because it's Gerard Golgari literally gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. So instead of getting +1/+1, you get +2/+2 because I'd have a Corpse Jack out. I might have a Corpse Jack out, but yeah, and this is a really good card for if you have a lot of cards with like low like power and toughness, like Elven Wall Tracker, because it can die pretty easily. But then I get these bumped up, and then I have the Gerard's Orders, which help me search my graveyard, get the cards in my hand that I want, and I can discard the other creature card. So that's nice for Gerard. I have a playset of Wolfear Silverheart. This card is amazing, in my opinion. Because if I have 2 of these out, and I soulbound them together, they get +8/+8, so this would be a 12/12, this would be a 12/12, and if I attach to any other card, this would be a 10/10, and this would be a 8/8. So, these cards are really nice. I do believe they're not legal anymore because they're absent restored, like a lot of these cards are, but, I still like playing that with my brother because he can do some great damage. Put that right here. I want to put them on my playmat though. I'll move my lands up top. Then I got Ravenous Demon. Just another flip card I like. Sacrifice a human, transform Ravenous Demon. Active this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. So this also evolves around Gerard because if you sacrifice, do I have any humans? You have a human shaman. If I sacrifice that, this flips, or wait, activate this ability only anytime. Yeah, but this counts as an ability, so I can flip this card and make it a 9/9 if I sacrifice Elven Wall Tracker. But, and then I get Gerard to bump up more. And then this is a sorcery, so it'd flip back. And then I'd have to put another human in the graveyard.
I'm playing.
Rat, be quiet. I'm doing.
Do a magic thing so you can magic.
without you guys ruining it. So, sorry about that, my other brother came down. And then finally I have Legion of the Tangle. Just the biggest card in the deck. It's an 8-drop, 8/8. It makes all the land cards awaken to a 8/8 green elemental, and they still act as lands. This card is amazing. Well, not amazing. It's good. It's a cheap card. If you're a cheap player, you use this. I just use it against my brother to make him mad, but it's a really hard card to play because you have to get the 8 mana first, and it's just hard to play it. So I just have that in here just in case. So yeah, that's that. So those are all the creature cards, and then I'll get into the creature and sorcery. Then I'll get into the last 5 cards. So remember, if you guys like any of these cards and these deck techs too, you can buy them as well. Because I'm trying to sell as much. So I have my 5 planeswalkers. Liliana of the Dark Realms. It's a 4-drop, 3 power. You get to search your +1 is you get to search your card or your swamp card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. This helps me get all the lands out I need for the big creature cards. And then -3, target creature gets +1/+1 or +X/+X or -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of swamps you control. So this is a good card also because when I get the swamps out, I want for the +1. It will, and if I have the Corpse Track Menace out, I could get double the +X/+X. So that's why I like that card. And the -6 is you get an emblem with swamps you control. Have tap 4. So I'd get 4 manas for each swamp. So this card's a good card I like in there. I'm trying to sell these cards. So I get M14. So I can get back. But next I have 2 Veraskas. Veraska the Unseen. It's a 5-drop, for 5 power. Until +1 until your next turn, whenever a creature deals combat damage to Veraska, destroy that creature. So this is a good card for just trying to eliminate other creatures. Put this out, +1 it. Someone attacks Vraska. If it's high enough, hopefully it won't fully die, and then that creature automatically dies. But -3, destroy target non-land permanent, which is good for just removal. -7, put a 3/1/1 black assassin creature tokens onto the battlefield with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, the player loses the game. So -7 is really hard to get to. Also, the 3/1/1 black assassin tokens are really hard to deal combat damage because they're 1/1s. But if he has no creature cards on the battlefield, I can pretty much win, which is nice. But yeah, and then I have 2 Garuk Primal Hunters, M13. I really like this card because it gets you tokens. The +1 is put a 3/3 green beast creature token. You saw my my playday with Will. I had, I think, 4 3/3 green beast tokens, and I pretty much won the game because of that. -3, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So that's good to get cards into my hand. Also, then -6, put a 6/6 green worm creature token onto the battlefield for each land you control. So that's a good card for Liliana. Sorry about that, my camera was so. Liliana, if I keep getting swamps into my hand or onto the battlefield, I can keep getting 6/6 green worm tokens, which is awesome. So yeah, guys, that's my deck tech number 1. I'll be doing is that deck tech. If you like the deck, please check out my trade binder videos, my playday, and look forward to more videos. I'll be having my playday and my other deck tech today. So yeah, please comment, subscribe, and like. See ya.